Hello and welcome to the latest edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. I am your host Pete Pardo, publisher of Sea of Tranquility. Visit us also on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We've got a bunch of new releases to go over today in the genres of heavy metal, progressive rock, jazz fusion, hard rock, classic rock. We kind of cover it all. Today we've got a pretty heavy load on the metal side, so we're going to kind of get right into it. We've got here the latest from Sweden's Transport League, Boogie from Hell. This is on the Metalville label, and if you like kind of very groove-laden stoner rock, a little bit of sludge, a little bit of hardcore, a little bit of classic hard rock, you know, these guys kind of do it all. Really, really good riffs here. The vocals are kind of like a mix of styles from really gruff to clean, and heavy grooves, heavy riffs. A lot of fun. Seek this one out. Here we have Sidious, Revealed in Profane Splendor. This is on the Chaotoxin label. You're listening to it right now. These guys are, this is their full-length debut. They're a kind of blackened death metal band, a lot of symphonic elements going on, so if you like Behemoth or Emperor, Dimmu Borgir, as well as Flesh God Apocalypse, you'll probably really dig this. So we've got brutal vocals, crazy heavy riffs, blast beats, symphonic keyboards, atmosphere. It's technical. It's kind of a little bit of everything. So you know, we got some pretty cool artwork on this as well. Nice little digipack from the Chaotoxin label. Seek this one out. It's going to be on everybody's list of favorites, especially for extreme metal fans this year. We're going to jump over to the Nuclear Blast label, and we got the Singularity, the latest also from Sweden, Symmetry. If you've been following this band for a number of years, they've been around probably, I'm going to say, close to a decade now. Just fantastic, progressive, extreme metal. They throw bits of power metal in there, some death metal. You know, they got the two vocalists, one who does mostly the extreme growling vocals, the other who does the melodic clean vocals, and it's fantastic guitar work, keyboards and spots. It's not overly technical, but there are plenty of technical passages, a lot of symphonic passages. This album in particular seems to be focusing a little more on the clean vocals, but there's still plenty of the brutal death growls. So, and I noticed the death growls are very similar to some of Opeth's mid-period material. So, but really highly catchy songs. It's heavy as hell, it's brutal at times, it's technical at times, it's progressive, it's kind of a little bit of everything. If you haven't checked out Symmetry, this is as good a place to start as any, but actually all their albums are very, very good. So again, another solid release from the always dependable Symmetry. Also on Nuclear Blast, Blood Mantra, the latest from Poland's Decapitated. You know, these guys went through some tough times. They had a really bad bus accident a year ago while on tour in Europe. This kind of gives you a little look at the digipack. Comes a little DVD. They're back better than ever. This is a really, really solid album. You know, more of that really brutal and technical death metal style that they are known for, and I dig it. You know, is it as good as some of those what are considered those classic Decapitated albums from, you know, 6 or 7 years ago? You'll have to be the judge, but I really like this a lot. I like their last one too. I think this band has made a very good comeback from tragedy, and I'm glad to see them still going strong, and I think they're going to continue to do so. So if you love that kind of brutal, technical death metal, it's kind of accessible in the spots. I mean, some of these tunes are pretty catchy, as heavy as they are, if that makes any sense at all. But you know, I love Decapitated, so good return to form, or just a return for them. Let's see. Also on the Metalville label, we've got Notes from the Shadows, the latest from power metal hard rockers, Astral Doors. These guys have also been around for a bit. Their vocalist is a very, very strong presence in the band. He sounds a hell of a lot like classic Ronnie James Dio. So, you know, if you like that classic Dio, Rainbow, Deep Purple, Whitesnake, I don't know about Whitesnake, but it's just that classic early 80s classic heavy metal style with fantastic vocals, great riffs. Seek this one out. Metalville Records. We're going to stick on Metalville. So we've got Germany's Drone, self-titled. thrash metal, very catchy thrash metal, lots of grooves. Kind of don't sound like anybody else. Don't expect like the Bay Area type stuff here. This is just, it's more, you know, I guess kind of maybe like a toned down Creator or Destruction, sort of. A little Annihilator. It's pretty catchy, but it's ripping. A lot of crazy guitar work. You know, the songs are very memorable and heavily groove laden. So I hate to throw Pantera in there, but a little bit of that as well. So yeah, another solid one. We're going to jump over to progressive rock here now. Decapo is the latest from Sweden's Cross. If some of you follow Swedish progressive rock, Cross is actually the band of Hansi Cross, who heads up Progress Records, and he's had this outfit going for many, many years. This is another very solid release. You know, their last album was a bit heavier in spots. They almost at times had taken a progressive metal route on their previous one. This is much more melodic, much more mellow, still very good. A lot of great vintage sounding keyboards, and you know, the vocals are strong. The songs are catchy and memorable. You know, mostly longish tunes. I think you've got 2 that exceed 14 minutes here. Actually, 2 that exceed 13 minutes here, and the rest fall between the 9 to 7 minute range. So it's epic. It's Cross, very dependable band. Like I said, a little mellower than their last release, but I think if you've been a follower of this band, you'll like this one. Divine Ascension, Liberator. These guys are from Australia. This is a female-fronted symphonic metal band. My first introduction to them, and I'm pretty impressed. You know, sometimes you hear female-fronted symphonic power metal band, you think, okay, another Nightwish sound-alike. And, you know, I'm not really hearing that. Hearing a little After Forever on this album. But otherwise, it's just, you know, really great keyboard work. The vocals are stunning. The melodies are great. In fact, there's a couple tunes on here that are so damn catchy. After I heard them, I had to kind of hit the replay instantly. So I think that this band is going to make some waves. So and you gotta love this cover art. I mean, this is just fantastic, and even throughout, there's just really, really great artwork and photography. So Divine Ascension, seek this one out. It's really good if you love female-fronted power metal. Let's see what else we've got here. One other release I don't have a physical copy, but I do want to make mention of, is the latest from Machine Head, called Bloodstone and Diamonds. You know, they have been a very impressive band of late. Actually, they've been an impressive band their whole career with their take on groove-laden thrash. You know, it's another really solid affair. Maybe not as strong as The Blackening, but a little bit different. It's a little more melodic this time around, but Machine Head has kind of been reinventing themselves over the years, and I think they've done so again here. So if you are a fan, you no doubt either already have that or have it on your wish list, so be on the lookout for that. We're going to jump over to Forgotten Favorites. I had the pleasure of seeing Pentagram along with legendary proto-metal act Bang, as well as Blood Ceremony in New York City a couple weeks back, and I've kind of been on a Pentagram kick ever since. I just love this band. They're one of the legendary underground doom acts of the last, God, almost 40 years now, and I've been listening to Review Your Choices quite a bit lately. This is just one of their classic early period albums that it's just got so many great tunes on there, you know. Burning Rays, the title track, and my personal favorite, Megalania. Right? Is that how you say that? Megalania. Anyway, just classic doom and proto-metal, hard rock, and just the riffs on this are just insane. You know, these guys were never really a Black Sabbath copycat, although you can hear some similarities here and there. But if you love classic Sabbath and St. Vitus, Candlemass, that type of thing, you've got to check out the Pentagram back catalog, and they're still, like I said, they're still going strong today. I thought they were just fantastic when I saw them recently. I'd never seen them live before, and I was really, really impressed. So Bobby Liebling, his voice, despite all his troubles over the years, you know, he had a very horrible drug addiction for many, many years, and he's apparently clean and sober now. His vocals sounded better than ever. I mean, he was just outstanding live, and you know, he's in fine form on this gem of an album. You really can't go wrong with any of the old Pentagram back catalog, so I highly recommend if you are a Doom fan or a, you know, like early metal and hard rock aficionado, you really need to check out the Pentagram catalog. It's strong through and through. There really are no weak releases there at all. With that, I am going to leave you till next week, and next week we'll be talking about some stuff from Manila Road and Primordial, and probably a whole bunch of other things. So that'll be popping up on our desk between now and then. So make sure to check out our website, www.seaoftranquility.org, where you'll see reviews of these and many others by our wonderful cast of writers that include Scott Jessup and John Neudorf and Stephen Reed and Ryan Good, and God, I'm forgetting half the folks there, Butch Jones, but they all do such a fabulous job. Simon Bray, drawing a blank on it. I have quite a few of them, and they all do such a fantastic job making sure that you've got up-to-the-minute reviews on all the latest and greatest releases in the genres of metal, prog, jazz fusion, hard rock, classic rock, so on and so forth. So anyway, be good, have a good weekend, and I will see you all next week. Take care.